Meet Henry. Henry is a border collie who suffers from a lot of anxiety and panic to the point where he shuts down if he is not comfortable. These first couple videos show how uncomfortable he is when I'm asking him to go in one direction and he would much rather go in the opposite direction. Normally in these cases, if you apply a little bit of pressure on the leash in the direction that you want them to go toward and wait, they will release pressure to come towards you. But in his case, he said absolutely not. This is Henry's second session. We decided to use the Mini Educator e-collar to help him be encouraged to come toward us. So instead of working with a lot of leash pressure and pulling him towards us, we used place in order for him to learn to go to a certain spot and stay and reinforce that position. And then when we found eye contact, we would break him out of it. And if he decided to go in a different direction and go away from us, we would use a little bit of e-collar pressure to encourage him that that position was not the greatest and coming towards us was actually a better choice. Once he came back towards us and hung out with us, then the pressure was gone and positive reinforcement was there. So between collar pressure and leash pressure in a positive way and reinforcement from the e-collar, we were able to make huge steps forward in our second session, and we are so excited to be able to continue working further with him. This is probably one of the worst cases of anxiety and fear that we've seen in quite some time, and for a border collie it's not good because they already can be anxious and wound up, and so if they have any kind of fear or doubt, it causes a lot of issues with them. But this was our last session of the day, and as you can see, he's starting to really focus on my commands, very light leash pressure with good positive reinforcement, and still using the e-collar to reinforce to have him stay in a specific position. But I was starting to get really excited because he was starting to respond to me and my body posturing and the commands. So a little bit of reinforcement there for the heel position, but now I can actually do a little bit of different changing of motion, and he is paying attention like a champ.
Yeah! Oh, look at how awesome you're doing! Yes! Oh, that's a good boy!
We decided to bring him inside and do a little bit of positive reinforcement of the place position, being that he is a border collie and he is very responsive to movement and prey drive. It was very important for him to stay in a controlled position and learn how to manage his own behavior versus try to stop the movement that was happening. When he first came in, he wanted to try to stop the movement, and so we put him in the place position on the coolaroo, which he's very comfortable on, and did some mental stimulation with him, which helped him learn how to focus on the task he was given versus get too crazy into prey drive. We're going to make another video to break this down in a little bit smaller, intricate points so that you can see how the progress was done, but we were just so excited to show just within 2 weeks how different he was and how his confidence has improved greatly. So we're excited to work with him next week and keep the progress moving.
Good place, Henry. Good place.